Welcome to Never Split the Party. My name is Dustin. I also go by the Arbitrary Nerd. I am your GM, your episode 2 editor. I'm sorry, and your apparently I do advertisement, which is not a good idea. And I guess I'm the second most handsome.
Distant
After
second.
me.
What? My name is Patrick. I play the Shunta envoy named Reich. He is an actor and all around handsome dude. I'm gonna go back to my popcorn now.
I am Michael, and I am playing Zero, who is a android operative.
I am Chris. I play Milla Dotwood Abigail Priest. That's Priest spelled Price. I'm Isoki mechanic. Damn good one at it.
I'm Nick. I play Brawl. He's a Yosoki soldier, not a mechanic this time, nor a technomancer, nor an operative, nor an envoy, nor the GM. And he punches things sometimes.
Kidneys.
He can't see things, but he can try to punch them.
You can see things a little better now.
That remains to be seen.
All right, and I'm Justin. I play Seeker, the android technomancer, who is also an artist of mixed media, and I use that term liberally.
Alrighty. Does anyone have any announcements tonight?
We currently have the episode 2 recap done.
Actually, since we last started, we have all the episodes up on YouTube.
That's true too.
Yep.
And that YouTube link, so that everyone knows it. One, it is in the information below, in those the link areas below.
Whatever you're watching or viewing this on or anything.
Yeah, it will be under the YouTube as well. That's redundant, but you can also find it under the Twitch stream as well. We got all those little ugly icons I put together in 10 seconds. What is?
Or if you're on the audio podcast, I'm sure it's somewhere.
Nope, we're hiding it from those people. You guys are on your own. All right, and shoot.
Okay. Go ahead. I was just going to say we got some giveaways later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can talk about that. For the giveaways, we are going to be giving away 4 items. We will start with the really classy Starfinder pin that we were given from Campaign Coins for the specific purposes of giving away on stream. So Campaign Coins, I've been harassing them on Twitter, but they are really cool stuff. I actually have another picture that Chris sent me that I never uploaded anywhere like I meant to, but I will eventually. You know, all the stuff that he bought, he just went and bought coins on his own. You don't have those laying right next to you.
At my desk here too.
Go get them. Let's show them off.
Yeah. And so like and there are all sorts of neat little guys here. Like this one's a little bronze heart. This one's a D20. That's one side's a 1, a nat 20, and the other's a crit fail. Then you got these little guys here. I dropped it. Another
R.I.P. ears.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Good luck for those with headphones in.
Yeah, that was my bad. But yeah, they're pretty cool, and I'm thinking about using them somehow in my campaign.
Chris runs an offline Pathfinder campaign.
Sure do.
For Nick and Steve and other folks.
Yep.
The other things we'll be giving away, I have 2 of these Pathfinder bottle openers from Paizo and 1 of the Starfinder bottle openers. All just came straight from Paizo. We told Paizo at PAX Unplugged that we were streaming Starfinder, and they were like, well, here's some Starfinder merch. We got
They legit were like, yeah,
fun lanyards. You can't see my lanyard.
Lanyards. I'm wearing my fun lanyard right now, my flanyard.
I don't think you can see it in the video, but Morgana is wearing my Starfinder lanyard. I'm going to go back to the other half of my basement because I don't know how dirty that side is. It's all pretty dirty, so there's no winning here. All right, yeah, that's good. For the giveaways, we'll be at 9:30. We'll be announcing like a key phrase or whatever Nick said. I'm so upset that I let Nick do this. And you guys will all get the opportunity to type the word in once. You will be entered in, and then you'll be pulled randomly. Nick, how long does it take to pull that name out of yonder hat?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention for like the past minute, so.
I just question when we do the giveaway, how long does it take?
Instantly.
Oh, instantly. Okay, so you guys will know a little bit after 9:30 who wins, and then we can just collect your information either in the direct message.
9:30 or 10:30?
9:30 is when we're gonna do the contest, which is what I told folks. I thought we were going to do the drawing separately because I was originally doing a much more manual process. However, again, I told everyone 9:30 is when we're doing the actual giveaway event. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what the word is. It's fine.
Update the title.
Update
The
title.
giveaway.
Oh, yeah. You'll be fine. The spiffaway. I hate you.
Spaffle. Spiffaway.
All right. I think that's going to be it for announcements unless you guys have anything. Fantastic. All right. And then for the recap of last episode, our intrepid adventurers were midway
We
through
were badass last episode.
You
Mm-hmm.
didn't throw up on anyone's shoes last episode, so there's that.
Hey, Miller and Zero did awesome in that room.
We did have Miller and Zero did manage to maybe kind of sort of set loose a maybe kind of sort of rampaging psychopath that was on ice. They did not stick around to see how that one panned out. They gave it a 1 hour delay and then bounced. And they were able to acquire the information they needed for Dranar Halfwork, which is some evidence that the station security had on him, and then they managed to boogie on out of there.
We also managed to fudge with the cameras,
correct.
So we won't appear on them at all.
Yep, they were able to abuse the camera system there.
Yep.
Seeker managed to avoid getting smashed in the face, and actually, more or less with the help of Rye a bit, talked down security and avoided any confrontation, really of any kind.
More or less, I'm super useful and helpful.
Super useful. And Brawl attempted to punch someone in the kidney. Did so poorly that said person didn't even notice. So it's fine. It's all right. Gonna go with it.
You know that thing when you're in a dream and you throw a punch and it's just super slow, like you're underwater?
Oh,
That's what I picture he
worst.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. I'll allow that. And so you guys got out of the station. You guys, I think that's where we left off, right? You're out of the station, and now you're gonna figure out what you're doing.
We talked to the guy on the top of the building.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot we did that last episode too. You guys managed to make it to the one of the magistrates of Central Dome, and you got a job. That's right. He wants you to find a book for him, and I believe the last known location he gave you was on the planet Revel, which is the planet the Pyramid Station Alpha borders. Sorry, borders. What am I trying to say? Orbits. That's the word. That's appropriate. Orbits. Anything you guys want to add that I missed?
We got a ton of money and we leveled up.
Oh, yeah. I have the guys level up off screen. They made some purchases. So why don't you guys just go around really quickly and talk about... I don't need your new character abilities. You can kind of talk about that when you show it off in combat or wherever.
Sure.
But how about you guys talk about the equipment you purchased? We'll say that on your way out of the building, you actually stopped off at the weapons market. And what did you guys pick up? Weapon and items market.
I picked up a new suit.
Cool.
When you say suit, do you mean like Miller, who has like 4 different changes of clothing, including 2 fancy wear or some such? Or did you get like new armor?
I picked up a damage absorbing Armani exchange suit. Now I picked up what's it called? A carbon skin graphite version.
Okay.
So yeah, I can take a lick at it a little bit better now.
Despite
Boy,
almost
howdy.
never getting into combat. Okay. That's not actually true. You get into combat a lot and hurt things, but that's fine.
He's got the most
I kill
kills.
things.
You still have those kills. Michael, what you got?
So I bought a Sheeran-eyed sniper rifle, and I bought it with 2 fusions on it. One is the Glamored fusion, which allows me to make it look like anything else I want, basically forever until I decide to use it. And then it also has the Trailblazer feature, which basically allows me to shoot through severe winds, storms, and stuff like that, as though they're like 1 tier less severe. So like in severe winds, it doesn't affect me at all, and so on. Then I also upgraded my armor, and I bought a Ring of Whispers, which basically whenever one of the party's names is said, I get a +5 bonus to perception checks.
I believe you're supposed to set the words that the Ring of
Set
Whispers.
the 5 names,
Oh, you did 5 names. Okay, perfect.
and I did the party's names. This is
Done.
what I intended.
Perfect.
How much money did you have?
2,200.
How?
I found 600 and we never talked about it.
I got him more at the
True.
very beginning as well.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
got
like,
paid.
that's not enough, and then Dranar paid him more. So
I found money. We didn't talk about it. We spent money. It sounds fair.
Okay, that's like exactly what happened with me and Rye.
Then, some...
No.
Mike
I've
is
given
Mike.
all
Your
of my-
mic is really low again.
I have given my money to the party. Am I the only honest?
No, when we
one
got
in
paid
this
from
party?
the guy. Remember?
You guys got paid from the theater.
I did not put that
You
into
got-
my pool.
You didn't? Why?
Either that or I forgot to do it.
But I got more than you because I was like, "Hey, you're swindling us."
Yeah, I don't.
That was
remember
episode
how much-
1. We'll
Yeah.
call back. So all right, and let's move on. Who got
Yep.
next? I think it's
It's Miller.
Miller.
So Milla, he didn't really want to get any weapons or armor or anything like that. Instead, he went to the personal upgrade shop, and he was taking a look at all the stuff that he could do to enhance his intelligence because he's already a smart guy, but he wanted to be smarter. So he was looking at one of the synaptic accelerators. He could put something in his brain to make him, a little bit smarter. But then he saw a little worm in a bottle, so to say, and it was one of the synergizing symbiotes, basically a little worm that he named Phyllis, and he kind of put it into his brain and made him smarter and also taught him Vesk. Phyllis is a good guy.
All right, and Seeker. Oh, sorry, Brawl. I missed Brawl.
damn.
Whoa.
So Brawl also didn't pick up anything in way of weaponry. He's got what he needs attached on his body already, so didn't need to pick anything else up. And he's got the Doshko, so he's good. For armor, he's already been rocking some pretty sweet armor as for what he's been able to afford already, so he didn't need to upgrade that either. But he did get a rocking body mod that I will actually not reveal until it is
piercings.
used.
You got nipple piercings.
That too.
Do you put like
I'm excited for
rings,
this
like
reveal.
magic rings on them? Oh my God!
No.
If you get nipple piercings,
No.
you should be able to put magic rings on there. Just saying.
You have a capacity on how many rings you can wear. I don't actually care where you wear them. There's just a capacity on when they can.
So to get a bit off topic here, I was listening to another podcast
Never.
called
You're not allowed
Heroes
to
and
do that.
Halfwits.
I'm kidding. I strongly
Um,
encourage that.
On Heroes and Halfwits, one of their characters is a female half-orc, I believe, and she wears just like a very simple leather vest, but one breast is exposed, and she's like, yeah, it's a pierced nipple, of course, and there's just a normal ring there, but they required a magical ring. It's like, maybe I can just swap it out. That was just today I listened to that.
Very Slaneshi, by the way. One boob out. Anyways, yeah, so Seeker realized that getting hit hurts because that big firefight kind of hurt him a lot. So he decided to kind of bulk up on some armor. So he got some freebooter armor, and he grabbed a Ring of Resistance as well. He also realized that I realized that I was hacking wrong. So I bought a hacking kit, as well as a personal computer, because he's wanted that for a while. Also, now Seeker can cast magic using battery charges, so I just bought a couple batteries.
That's
Full
pretty
batteries to use. Yeah, it is pretty sweet. And, of course, some healing serums, because we're going to need them. I'm going to need them. I'm not sharing. So I hope you guys bought healing serums.
I'm not sharing.
I hope you guys bought healing serums, because I am not sharing.
I bought 2.
They're for me.
I literally cannot hold any. I am at my encumbered max.
How much do those cost again?
I'm pretty sure they're 50 apiece.
I too bought some.
And that's it.
Right. And I didn't buy anything because I'm the GM and I don't care. I don't have to worry about that stuff.
No, you bought everything you have bought already, because how else are you going to use it in the campaign? You already purchased it. You can just throw it in whenever you want.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly how that works. I don't know what he's talking about.
No one ever does.
Just got a text from the wife. Cinnabon question mark. I'm hoping this is actual food and not some weird like she's pregnant thing.
There's a
What-
Cinnabon in the oven.
Well,
One of those I
the
want.
answer
one
to
of those I do
Cinnabon
not
is always
want.
yes. Always.
Are you watching what you eat?
I'm yeah, as it goes into my mouth. Alrighty then. So we'll get picked up. So as you guys are all shopping and doing all of that fun stuff, Brawl gets a ping on his personal data pad.
Ooh.
What is your ringtone? I want to hear it. That's more than enough. I didn't want to hear that much. That's done. All right. You better remember that because you're going to get pinged later. You have a reminder from your calendar for, and you just put Fight Club? Question mark? Question mark? Question mark?
Gotcha. Yep. Looks like I got a thing to go to now.
Rye is too busy trying to fit on whatever armor he bought because it's got some weird components that he doesn't listen to you. Everyone's going to off doing their own thing. So if you wanna ghost to the Fight Club, we can do that really quickly.
Let's do it.
Alrighty. So as everyone else is shopping, yours is a pretty quick thing. You're actually really surprised how long that body mod took. You figured it would take a little bit longer. It was a really like in and out kind of deal. And you get down to the bottom of Central Tower. You head to I think it was Central Cafe is the cafe that this is being hosted at in the basement. It's shut down. Looks like it says like it's closed at this day at this time. However, you do notice a light around back, and when you go around, there's a like basement level entry, and when you go down, it looks very similar to the basement that you guys were in for the Industrial Dome. It's for a Yusoki, the height's not too bad, but the ceiling probably maxes out at about 6.5 feet. It's really close. There's a lot of like pipes everywhere for transferring water and heat and things like that throughout the station. But there is a little cleared out area with some, like almost like dirt tossed onto the metal, otherwise metal floor, and it's forming a sort of ring. Around this ring stands a motley crew of tattered, beaten up looking species. I know. I spelled crew appropriately. No. So you see there's I say there's one other Yusoki, which you probably notice immediately. He's got an eye patch, and he looks pretty gnarled up. And then there are, say, a couple half-orcs, a couple humans, and maybe even a Vesk running around in there. And they are all, they look like they've been through either a meat grinder or just hard times. It's hard to say with some of them. They're pretty messed up. And in the middle of the ring, there's already two combatants going at it. They are stripped to the waist, wearing no armors, and they are simply doing something that I think is really appealing to Brawl, which is attempting to bludgeon each other to the ground with their bare fists. The spectators do not seem particularly excited. They are more watching, we'll call it with detached professional interest. This isn't something people are betting on. This isn't something people are spectating for the sake of the sport. You can make a pretty quick assessment, even with your terrible perception, that you are in a room full of fighters who are watching the competition. What do you do as you kind of get down to the sub-level?
So first off, I go like this. I go, so who found me here?
Who found you?
Yeah, how'd they get my information?
Out from say behind maybe one of the taller members in this like little crowded space. The Vesk, by the way, is like hunched over to fit into here. Popping is a Lashunta who looks to have recently, I believe your waitstaff was female. It's a female Lashunta comes around, and she's got like the bridge of her nose is busted up and some fresh blood coming out, and she gives you like a grim chin nod as she acknowledges you. It's the waitress that was serving you guys when you took a break a couple episodes ago in the cafe.
Gotcha. I go for the nod as well, just the...
You're successful.
Did something for once, guys.
The other Yusoki in the room, the one with the eye patch, he kind of casts his one good eye watching the fight, and then he turns over to you, and he approaches you, and he says, "Didn't expect to see another Yosoki down here." He kind of nods a little deferentially.
Yeah, we're few and far between in these kinds of things.
Well, good to have you. My name's Roke, and I run these things around here. I believe this is your first time.
Yeah, it's my first time here.
All right. Fresh blood always fights freshest blood. You have 5 minutes in the ring. Take down your opponent. You move up in the tier. Every tier, 3 opponents. We run the bronze tier on Pyramid Station Alpha. If you get up to the next level, and he's pointing skyward, you have to get access to the next level of domes. That's where you can get silver tier. Gold tier's off station. Have I lost you yet?
Nah, you're good.
You don't get any payout until you advance a tier. It's a little celebration. It's a decent amount of gold. And then when I say gold, I mean credits, because we don't track in gold.
I see you're using that ancient currency.
Harder to track for what we're doing because the security doesn't really like it.
I mean, you could go UDP.
No, they're not using. You mean UPB?
UPB, yeah, that's what it is.
No, he's not giving it you. That is untraceable as well. No, it's just crit sticks. For every night, you can do 1 fight. Don't care how long it takes you to clear the 3. Once you've cleared it, you're up. The goal, someone's got a fan going, I think. The goal, top dog with your bare knuckles on Pyramid Station Alpha. And once you get off that hump, we can kind of go into what comes next. You in?
Let's go. I'm ready. First fight. Let's do it.
All right. For this, only because I don't want it to take too long, I'm going to say that the fighter that they put you against is under your skill enough that you don't actually need to fight them per se. You're just going to need to pass some opposed strength checks as you guys kind of get into into a grapple, and maybe an athletics check or like a finishing check. We'll figure out how you want to do that. All right.
All right.
So you get in, and your first opponent is actually going to be the Lashunta woman that you had. That was your waitress in the cafe above. It seems that despite being a part of the cafe, she's at least fresh to the fighting ring. And she steps in across from you. The crowd isn't so thick that she has to part anyone, so it's not super popular. I'd say there's no more than 20 people down in this little cramped basement. And she, again, gives you another chin nod because she's trying to look tough. And she says, "There is no way I'm getting beaten from someone from a lower dome. Let's do this."
I go, normally, I wouldn't hit a lady, but this is for fun. So let's tussle.
Right.
Holy spoof.
Oh my god.
Oh,
God.
I am no longer the worst person in the party.
Oh jeez.
all right, let's see how this plays out.
Well, none of us know this, so he's good.
All right, you have.
Oh no, I meant us.
Even as players.
He needs
As
an
players.
individual human being, and I'm inclined to agree with him this time. All right, do I have? I do. Okay. All right. So it's going to be 3 opposed athletics checks, and then depending on how that goes, you get a chance to finish. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, let's see.
This episode.
What makes more sense for this person? Is it strength or athletics? You know what we'll
Title
call
of the
it.
episode just for fun.
You guys quickly get into like a grapple, and she's trying to overpower you because of your smaller frame. She's not expecting all of the weird little tiny muscles she's encountering as she's trying to kind of bear down on you.
Tiny muscles.
That rolled right out of my lovely dice tray, so I'm gonna roll another. And please give me a strength check, just a straight up strength check.
Okay.
Bro's
It
got
would be
tiny
like-
muscles
it
in
would be like
unexpected
combat maneuver?
places.
16.
Oh, that's just a D20. Don't you have strength?
Yeah, D20 plus your strength.
Did that not go through? Oh,
No,
so
that is just
that's
your.
I believe that's 18. Yep, 18.
All right, so you are bearing down on her, or rather bearing up, because it's a weird grapple. She's almost twice your height. Actually, how tall are you? Are you 3 feet or 4 feet?
3.5.
Okay, way to be that way. She's
Yeah.
not quite twice your height, but it is definitely awkward grab. However, you can clearly tell she was not expecting you to be this strong, and you are able to get a firm grip on the outside of her arms as you pull her down. I will say in the future we will do these as actual fights. I'm just trying to get through the actual story content. We'll probably also do Fight Club fights off stream unless we have any reason to do them on stream. This is a first time thing. All right, so the second round. She's struggling. She's caught off guard a little bit, but what's your roll for the second round?
Second round, pure strength.
Yep.
10.
She is still not able to break this grasp. So instead, for her last attempt, she's going to attempt to wiggle out and maybe try and take you down as she kind of sneaks out of the grapple that she wished she hadn't tried to enter. And for that, we're going to make this an athletics check because she's much better at athletics.
Well, guess who's also better at athletics? 27.
A nat
20. Boom! Shakalaka.
I'm not going to make you do the finishing move check. You can describe how you win this fight without any effort at all.
All right.
But please describe.
So this is going to be really awesome right here. So Brawl, as he's in the grapple to assume the position. Okay. So he's in the grapple. He actually pushes her back, but since he's overpowering her so much, he actually just picks her up and then tosses her away.
You lift her, toss her out of the ring, which I did not tell you is one of the ways to disqualify someone on purpose. She hits the ground and there's a couple of rolls. She was so not expecting this, and she is disqualified. Fortunately, you didn't technically hit a lady because of the way we did this one. But yeah, you were able to just force her completely out of the ring. You would get a one random clap from the crowd, but that's it. No more than one.
Just one clap.
Yeah, the one. And the second one was aborted midway. Okay. And
some guy touches him on the shoulder. Just.
Dude, no.
I'll say it was even the vest that clapped. He was excited for it, but he calmed down. And the Yosoki says, Roke says, 2 more. You move up to silver tier. Get out of here.
Thanks for having me. I'll see you guys again.
Perfect. All right, so we've unlocked a little side quest chain for Brawl, which is what that whole effort was. I'm sorry to cut you guys out of the beginning there. And now everyone else is wrapping up shopping. Do you guys have anything else to do before? What's your next step, actually? I don't know what your plan is. I haven't talked to you guys as a group. I lied. I have one more thing. Rye, what's your ringtone for your data pad?
When someone is trying to call me?
It's a text message to you, yeah.
Okay. Depends. Who's it by?
It is by the guy who's working on your ship repairs.
Oh, okay. You know what? Screw it. Either way, it's the same thing. Hey, handsome.
In your own voice, right?
That's the text message notification. It's hey, handsome.
No. But it's all in the way it's said. Hey, handsome.
Okay, right. Horrifying.
Hey,
Even worse than I thought. So probably
Like Johnny Bravo in space.
Yeah, that's gonna be canon, I think, too. Johnny Bravo. The message you have is, we are about to pay and head home for the day. What is the name of this weird ass ship?
Did you see the message out of character? Did you see the?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I hem and I haw and I spout out a whole bunch of different possible names, and I would say that something happens off screen, and I shout out, "No, the incision, no," and then that's when the phone cuts out.
Well, okay, so you called him back from his text message then. All right, so your ship is going to be named the Incision.
Well,
I don't think that's what we agreed upon.
no, it's not. It's not. Hold on. So when we unless I saw something afterwards.
No one replied to your actual comment.
Okay. So
I wasn't a fan of that comment though.
What was that?
I'm
now
not
it's
quite a
canon.
fan of that comment. But
Seeker, if you on the sly, since you've already been texting the guy like the actual specs you want, because Rye's been ignoring his
it's true, I
calls.
have been.
If you want to sneak in a ulterior title, I will allow it, and then I'll let the group vote on which one actually goes through.
Oh yeah, please do.
However, huh?
I said, oh yeah, please do, because I just got confused about something.
Oh, yeah. So Seeker has been talking with him, talking about what specs we want, what we want installed, things like that. And he says that the name of the ship is the Indecision. However,
they didn't want your graffiti, Patrick.
Oh well, no one said anything.
although
so
actually now that we've talked about it, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Which one?
That they might have screwed it up.
No, I'm happy with the Indecision. It's
Yeah.
totally fine.
But I kind of like that now, where they kind of screwed it up. So maybe it says the Incision, like he said, and then
Gotcha.
yeah.
Okay, all right. You know what? They paint the Incision, and like as you're furiously messaging them on your own data pad, they're like, you know what? We're not repainting this. It's not like graffiti. It is an ad hoc. Like they just do like a little they try to fix it. I will let an artist cleverer than I decide how they fix the Incision to the Indecision, and I think that'll be fun. That'll make a fun logo. So you guys are officially the crew of the Indecision.
Yes.
Decision.
Okay. All right. Perfect. That only took 13 episodes to get out of you, bastard.
And our decision was an indecision.
No, that's fine. I think that was one of their early decisions, and I told them no. So
It was.
Yep.
So you ended up with Sabshi instead.
Yeah. Wait, you almost named it in that episode, the Indecision?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's embarrassing. All right, fine. I'm letting it go. It's okay. You guys have a name for your Goram starship, and we're gonna move on.
We named it Subspeed, so you had to accept.
Yeah.
See, that's how we get the things we want. We set your expectations so low that when we bring them up to just a little bit better, you're like, that's okay.
Yes.
Finally.
Green light. Just move on.
I've had to move every perception check DC down to 6. That's the only way I can progress the game. All right. What are you guys doing next? What's the plan after you guys? I will say, as a party, which you are tentatively mostly next, you have a job together. As a party, you have completed potentially a couple jobs, and this is just a reminder because we've done this over like so many short snippets of episodes. You technically have accomplished Archie's request. Possibly. We haven't actually seen how that's going to shake out. But you've potentially gotten access to the upper level domes for Archie, which is what he wanted to give you guys some kind of reputation. And I'll talk about that if you guys go back to Archie. You also have completed Drenar's job. Drenar Half-Orc, that gangster you guys keep working with, despite knowing it's a bad idea. And then you guys also have gotten a new job from the magistrate, which would be taking you off station.
Dusty, real quick, you actually said I have a job from Sal.
On the weekend.
Oh, on the weekend. Okay.
It is, I believe it is 4th. Are we at 4th day now?
I think so, yes.
I think you guys are, this occupied 4th day, and we'll be going into 5th day. So,
and when is weekend? 6th?
6th and 7th day.
6th and 7th.
This was not a creative naming from Paizo. As much as I love it, because it makes my job so much easier. They get more creative with their months, but I actually haven't tracked that down. You're in the first month. Just make my life easier.
All right.
We're going to do the Stardew Valley style.
So Mill's like, I think we should probably go check in with Archie.
I would agree. I think we should probably turn in all of our requests at first, and then work
We'll
on
talk
something.
to Archie, then we'll talk to Half-Orc.
Yes, I want to let Archie know the good news that he has been incorporated into Ray Shorin LLC. Didn't even cost him anything to license the name.
Well, we'll see how that works out later if you don't go through the appropriate copyright channels. Patrick. Half-Orc now owns all of your ish. Sorry, your spish. All right. So you guys all agree. Brawl comes kind of like is waiting for you guys at the end of the tower. Everyone's like, okay, fine. There's Brawl. and he's looking pleased as punch, I assume. Brawl?
Yep.
Okay. And you guys make your way through Central Dome. Let's see, what day is it? No, it's fine. It's still that night. I'll say it's probably getting on 10, 11 at night now. So when you guys head on down, I assume one of you guys pings Archie via your data pads to make sure he's in the building. Miller pings him. Because you guys can do that. This isn't Seinfeld. Please text people or call. And as you guys head down, everything in Seinfeld could be solved if they had a cell phone. Yeah, that's. I don't know that it's actually a reference, but it is what it is. Archie, what was the name of his shop? Does anyone remember? Was it just Archie's?
Pretty sure it was just
Go with
Archie.
Archie's.
Oh nope, Starship Graveyard. You guys suck.
Yes,
Take notes.
I have right scooping here.
All right, so you guys get down to Starship Graveyard, and there are perception checks from everyone, please.
Oh God.
14.
I haven't updated my things.
Slightly
Yet.
better
Oh
at
God,
those
I'm not
now.
even.
Oh, I also.
yet.
Also
Patrick!
14.
Oh,
This is the first time I've actually forgot.
14. Oh my God, not a
I got
one.
a 7.
Working on it.
It's all right. Everyone who did better than Seeker notices, in the course Seeker.
Yeah.
For the podcast folks, I just looked around wildly and hurt my neck.
Taking in the beauty of just everything.
Of the
Garbage.
dingy urban cityscape
Yes.
of
I mean,
industrial.
it's an aesthetic that appeals to some people.
Dicks. 'Cause I haven't
right.
updated
Ryan's
mine yet,
also
so
joining
I'm
me.
blind.
Rise eyes jam as he's trying to figure out what the spec Seeker is looking at. Is just it's not. You guys have no idea. Everyone else notices there's actually an unusual amount of confetti on the ground, like from like little party poppers or things like that. No other weird signs around, but there's like confetti paper like all over the ground outside of the Starship Graveyard.
And I attempt a culture check to see if I know if something would be going on that would make sense.
What rules check, guys? Memory. Would memory go under culture?
You can recall knowledge. It's a separate thing.
What's recall knowledge, Chris? Do you have that handy?
I'll look it up real quick.
Because what you're doing, give me a roll. We can figure out what we're gonna add to it after.
Recall knowledge. All right, so it's on page 133. 133, guys. 133.
Give me the roll, Michael. Either way, we can figure it out from there.
Use certain skills to recall knowledge.
It would be a D20. We can figure out what's getting added after.
So I'm at a 16 plus potentially 7.
Chris, I'm not really worried about it. That's going to be more than enough no matter what we're doing. So you are able to actually remember. You guys had pseudo accepted another job, which was a bounty on the Mad Bomber.
Oh, yeah.
You guys do remember that you had found out that today was supposed to be the new grand opening of Starship Graveyard under that Halfling's ownership that you kind of executed. So you're pretty sure, Zero, that this might be related in some way to either the grand opening that technically shouldn't have happened, or maybe even the Mad Bomber. All right, yeah, you guys
Immediately bring that up to the group.
Okay, you guys say anything?
So,
Was the whole place exploded or something?
No, it's all there.
Oh.
It just hasn't happened yet.
Did we know that the Halfling was doing a brand new grand opening? I didn't think we actually knew that.
You knew that there was going to be a grand opening at Starship Graveyard, and I think I let you guys extrapolate that it would be because there was a new owner. I don't think you guys quite got there, but I did give you the extrapolation without any extra work.
Right.
All right. Okay, in that case, most likely this was what the Halfling had set up for his grand opening.
Right. And was this like an automated thing maybe, or
He must have had it set up beforehand.
okay.
Does
then-
Archie know about this?
I imagine he didn't because
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Well, you guys are literally outside the store.
Yeah,
okay.
we're outside.
did he respond to the text that he's there?
Yeah. It's I've mentioned this before, but Pyramid Station Alpha's hours aren't the traditional like 9 to 5 window. There are definitely some establishments that operate within that window, but because the cultures are really diverse and that is a very arbitrary timeline, it's almost more like a New York City for most of these domes where things run as late as they need to, and they have their own kind of schedules that they close for. So Archie does stay open pretty much anytime he knows someone's coming. He opens the shop also, but he stays open pretty late anyways. So you guys enter into the shop, which looks no different than what you guys had seen previously. And Archie is laying over some blueprints, maybe like draped over his counter as you guys get to the back. And Archie is the Shirin that you guys had helped out earlier in the last basement you guys encountered. And he kind of perks up as he sees you guys, and he says, "I am hoping you have good news for me today, guys. It's been a weird one."
I immediately, as soon as he starts talking, I put my hand on Miller's chest and go, "I got this, Chief." And I walk forward. Archie, I have wonderful news for you. Great news for you. Business news. You're gonna love it. You ready for this? Archie.
He looks at Miller and Brawl. I can't always tell humanoids apart. Was this the one I did not like?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
I am ready for this.
Well, you're gonna love this. And I beep a couple boops on the data pad, and his little wrist computer lights up, and it shows that he now has access the hall pass to the upper levels.
Reich Oren LLC. What the spoop is this?
This, my friend, is your meal ticket. Your pass to the upstairs. Welcome to Reichoren LLC.
This is not quite what I had in mind.
You wanted to go upstairs? I got
It
you
works.
upstairs.
I choose, and he gives you a very serious look. I choose to be elated by this news. Good work, Raish.
Reichoren LLC.
Oren.
If it makes
LLC.
you feel any better, I'm sure once you're up there, you could probably find a single pass that does not have that name on it, if you do not wish to have it.
But come on now, who wouldn't want to have Reichoren LLC?
No, this
And
is
every time I say it, I just keep doing that air motion, seeing the name written in the sky.
We'll say that he leans in closer to Miller a little bit, and he says, "I do not mind. Now I can smuggle under someone else's name."
I like that. I like that. By the way, what I see some blueprints there. What you working on? Can I help?
He quickly pulls them off, and he says, "No freelancers."
Come on.
By the way, thank you so much for helping us with the ship. It's been very pleasant talking with you about modifying and fueling up the ship and getting it all ready to go.
Can Miller do a perception check as to what he is working on in the blueprints?
Yes, please.
All right. 20.
He had folded it pretty quickly out of sight, but you recognize the outline of your ship.
Oh. Oh, all right. Cool.
Oh, that's not threatening at all. Wait a second.
Can I do a perception check on it?
I'm going to give you a negative.
Okay.
I'll let Miller share that if he wants to, but I don't suspect you'd care as much, so I'm going to let that go.
So, Archie, what were you working on? I think I caught a glimpse of it.
I was just looking through the modifications we did, and I don't like to share a client's work, so
Yeah, but what if that client is me?
I don't know that all of you are the client. I don't remember.
We're the clients, right, guys?
Well, I mean, we were talking, were we not?
We are technically.
I was telling you what to put in the ship.
I believe you'll find the owner line is Reichoren LLC.
The owner's line is as Rex. What are you talking about?
That is a Lushinta nickname for me. Rex King.
With the little dots as well? The R.E.X.
Grammar
I mean, the R
is
stands for
different
Reich.
on Castrovel.
I believe that stands for Reich is extremely
Extravagant.
sexy.
You hear me say, don't say xenophobia. Don't say xenophobia.
That's probably would be. Listen, I do not care. Yeah, fine. Looking over your ship. That is all. Nice. Move along, please. Thank you.
I do a sense
sorry.
motive.
I owe you. Yes, please do. I owe
Yep.
you explanation of what I do for you for getting me upstairs past. I will be sending out notification to all civilized ship shops, such as Starship Graveyard. They will now all help you with repairs, which do cost money sometimes, upgrades, which just bring scrap and you'll be good to go, and otherwise maintenance or storage of your vessel. You are in good with any engineers specifically to starships.
Now, is there any caveat? Is there anything wrong with our ship? I mean, you guys were in there for a couple of days. Did you see anything that may, alarm us?
Yeah, maybe a robot that might need disassembling.
Or goblins.
Robot was mostly friendly, or so my reports were told, and a couple of goblins running around. A little strange.
Couple?
Couple. Well,
Still a couple?
eh. Archie does not like to talk about these things, so we're going to move on. And right, never seen your ship model before. That's all. This is not a standard make.
Uh-huh.
Is that good or bad?
Yeah.
How familiar are you with Blue Star Company?
How familiar am I?
Culture check, guys.
All right. I actually have culture.
I got that.
Yeah. So this plus 5. 19.
26. Booyah.
What is culture's a trained?
You got to be
skill, though, right?
you got to be
25.
trained for that.
Trained.
25 for me because it's
26. I'm the most
Starship
knowledgeable,
related.
most cultured. What a surprise.
All right, so
Tell me, what do I know about Blue Sun?
Blue Star. I've obviously changed it, you people.
I thought that was a slight
was.
reference to our lovely logo.
It is a reference to our logo. However, it is a very easy rip for the shirt I usually wear on stream,
Yep.
which is the Firefly Blue Sun shirt. I'm actually not wearing a shirt under this, so I can't show
That's
you.
gross.
Oh,
Take it off.
underneath just a vest.
put more on.
All right. So who rolled low? Zero rolled. Oh no, zero's is high.
What's it? What is
Mine's
it?
an additional 13 from what
You can't make it though if it's not trained, right?
Correct.
That is correct.
Yeah, I'm pretty
So
sure.
everybody has it but me. Oh wait.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have
No.
it. I didn't make a roll.
Oh,
Baker didn't
okay.
roll. Well, I mean, I'd give you guys like the natural 10, but I'd give you that anyways. You guys are aware of it is a corporation and it does have presence on Pyramid Station Alpha. Miller, you know as much as they own a significant portion. They're probably the most prevalent corporation that you see on Pyramid Station Alpha. Their logo, the blue bisected star, is very, very common throughout the station. And for those who have rolled higher, you know that there are a lot of rumors. So this is Rye and Zero specifically. There's a lot of rumors about how they got to be so prevalent. They are not actually present on Pyramid Station Alpha. I'm so sorry. Absalon Station, which is kind of the center of the Pact Worlds. They're very much only present in like outer areas. They work in the vast, which is to say areas that are usually less to not governed at all. They have some relationship with the Border Space Union. Not that you guys have any knowledge of what that actually is, but you know there's a relationship there. But otherwise, they do tend to stay in populous regions that do not have high amount of governance. So they tend to be, when you get deeper into like what they do, they seem a little bit shadier than most of the other corporations, because most corporations try to keep up a certain level of like appropriateness, legalness, legality to what they do, and Blue Star like very decidedly does not worry about that. At least in the rumors, you guys have no evidence to corroborate. You've had no specific direct dealings.
And this is just a company that we're going to have an in with? Is that what that was?
They built your ship.
Ah.
Archie explains. Yes, apparently design has been, how do you say, copyrighted by Blue Star.
Oh.
To the best of my knowledge, they do not have a starship arm. They do not build vessels. So you either have something very unique and valuable, or very dangerous.
Now, Archie, you did scrub any I don't know, logo or any ties from our machine, right?
That would be highly illegal. So of course not.
Of course not. Of course not. Yes.
Do the androids understand that?
Perception check from Seeker 0 definitely does. Or culture check. Sorry.
And for everybody listening, while he said no, he was shaking his head.
I did say I nodded my head. Yes, I'm hitting the podcast people. They're good. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
just in case, you know. Perception I'm doing.
No, make it a culture check. It's just a DC 10. Just a DC 10.
DC 10. Okay.
Which means you can roll for it. I just want to see how awful you are. It makes me
10.
happy. Hey,
10. I get it.
Not only did you get that, you shoot Rye a bit of a dirty look
Wouldn't
for
that be a wisdom
asking.
check.
No, that was Miller for us.
Oh, it was Miller? Oh, sorry. I assumed it was Rye because he's xenophobic. All right, yeah, that's what he's got information for. I don't think he's going to have too much information for you guys. You kind of have accomplished that task. Do you have any parting questions for Archie?
No, Archie, it's been a pleasure working with you today. Hold on.
Do we want to bring up the confetti outside?
He doesn't spit, but he does shake your hand without hesitation.
I got this. So I say, Archie, you keep being you, do that name proud. Referring to Reich Oren LLC.
He's like looking at his name tag, Archie, on his mechanic job.
And then as I start to walk out, I just say, "Oh, and good luck with all the hullabaloo," and I just walk out the door.
Everyone else who didn't walk out the door dramatically notices a Shirin version of an eye roll, which I don't know what that looks like. I assume it has some moving of the like little hands and like an eye, like twitch or something.
All right.
I mean, I think.
Are we sure Brawl noticed
intelligent
that?
enough to put it together that hey, maybe he should not have those signs up.
Signs?
The grand opening signs.
There's no
yeah.
grand opening signs.
Oh, I thought you said there were.
No.
There was none. Just confetti.
Just confetti.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You didn't notice anyways, so it's
I
totally
did.
fine. You don't
did.
know that.
Okay.
Nobody else wants to bring it up. You don't have to.
Oh,
I mean,
that's
I'm
right.
saying
I don't
out of
think I
character,
noticed
you
that.
might, if anybody wants to, you might want to. I think it's a good idea. I am not going to because I did not notice.
Yeah,
it,
you're gonna have to
nor do I
retcon
care.
what I said because that's right. I did not realize it. So I just say, "Good luck with everything.
And
Do my
walk
name
out.
well," and then I walk out.
I think Miller would ask. Actually, what's with the confetti outside?
Apparently, old apprentice, formerly alive.
Yeah. Sorry, not my fault.
Because of sheer and cringe. had set up some grand opening. He was going to rebrand this establishment under his own name, which was very rude.
Yeah, that's quite mean. That's cynical, actually.
A few people came. Apparently had hired some people to make it more festive, hence all of the confetti on the ground. And he showed up.
He?
I do not know who it was. I do not know why they came. But a Vesk in a large trench coat ran onto the scene, removed his trench coat.
Ooh, gross.
I now know that Vesk have 2 penises.
Oh.
Good to know.
From the outside, from an open window, you hear, I knew that, and I'm just hearing it from the outside.
And after streaking around a bit, fled the scene before security could apprehend him.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Apparently he expected it to be some sort of photo shoot, which there was none.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
As we walk out, Seeker's just like, is there a problem with showing your body to people? I don't quite understand this.
Yeah, we'll talk about it when we're back on the ship.
You'll
All right.
find out when
I
you're...
mean, the body's a beautiful thing, really.
It sure is.
Not everybody's body. Not everybody's.
You hear from the
Nothing
window.
to be ashamed of, really.
What's your next stop? It is getting pretty late now. I'd say this puts you to midnight. So you guys are
Probably go
entering.
back to our ship.
All right. So you guys are not going to do Dranars until the morning?
I mean, you could contact Renar and just be like, hey, yeah, we did it. Where do you want to meet up?
Yeah. All right.
Or tell him to meet at the ship.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zero.
Yeah.
Have
that
your
works,
gun
yeah.
aimed on him.
All right, Zero. You should probably
I'll message
contact Renat.
I'll message Dranar and tell him we have everything. And tell him to meet at the ship.
All right. Yeah. You guys head over to the ship in the docking bay in Industrial 2. You guys are not accosted. And as you guys kind of step in, being mindful of the time, Dranar is in there. He's got the... You've met them before. It's 2 men and a woman wearing all red armor, like heavy red armor, and carrying kind of ad hoc, like poorly made custom, like energy blades attached to their waist. None of them are drawn. And Dranar has just kind of resting, arms crossed, with his back up against
Chit.
your ship.
One of them is Chit. Right?
I only have their group name on this sheet. I don't have their individual names, but I do have
No,
them.
that's the one that gave Seeker the drugs.
That's
Yeah.
someone.
Oh, that's no, that's Mister. You're talking about Mister. Mister is the
I have
drow.
Chit.
He is
Half
not
orc's
present.
assistant.
Oh, that's the Shirin. She's also not around.
Cool. All right.
Nope. I don't think you got any of these characters' names. I have them. They're rather unusual, so I think you would know.
We have drug guy.
Drug guy is the drow. He's Mister. That's what he goes by. He's not present. So as you guys get there, you've got this kind of somewhat menacing-looking half-orc cleaning up against your ship. And as you approach, we're going to take a quick break while we do some giveaways.
Always.
So as you guys, getting back into, as you guys approach the, I forgot the word.
I said I'm gonna generate a new one anyway. So
Armac, stick around. If you're sticking around, we'll do another one in the after party, and I'm sure it'll be you again. So that's okay. So going forward with you guys are approaching the ship. You've got Dranar Half-Orc leaning nicely against, or I guess not nicely, but he's leaning up against your the Indecision, which you see the title kind of over his shoulder, spray painted at the towards like the nose of the ship. He says, "Do you have something for me?"
Not so much that we have something for you, but we got rid of something for you.
And which thing is this?
So we we through all sorts of elaborate hijinks, so to say, we snuck into Central Station and got rid of all of the files on you.
GM note: you guys did make a copy.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Zero has a copy, yes?
Didn't he say he would
Yeah,
know?
Really trying to figure out if you're purposely not telling him.
I completely forgot. So, Mr. Half-Orc, my buddy Zero here, he actually made a copy before we destroyed it so you could actually see what we got, and then we could destroy it.
I
Again.
show him the copy. I pull up like the data on whatever I can, or one of the ship's computers or something.
No, that's fine. He'll take it. He's got a reader. That's not a problem. He holds out a hand, and as he's holding his hand out, he also says, "And
And am I forgetting something? I'm forgetting something out of character.
you woke his pops out of deep freeze."
And what?
So I got some word from one of my contacts in Central Tower that a long thought deceased criminal was woken from some sort of deep freeze.
Oh yeah, that. Well, we kind of had to make our escape.
You didn't think keeping my father on ice and then bringing that intel to me would have been profitable, at least?
Not really. There was a lot of alarms going on, and we kind of need to get out of there. That was like the first time that money wasn't on my mind first.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. You know, yeah, you gotta save your own hide, and I figured this guy was pretty good at, making diversions.
I am displeased. Remind me, what do I owe you for this? As he takes the disc from whomever has it.
We didn't actually settle on a price, did we?
I think he was giving you more information. I don't know if he was actually paying you.
No.
Yeah, it was information on.
The infinitum. Yeah, so you were going to tell us some information on the infinitum.
Right. I can do that. But then I think we're going to part ways. You have all been far more trouble than you are worth.
Thank you.
We get that often.
So, yeah, we weren't explicitly told what to do with your father. I didn't know if you wanted me to, finish the job, so to say. So, we woke him up for you. In fact,
such a weird thing to find.
Yeah. Hence my confusion. Right, Zero? I'm sorry. Right, Hush? Or we really had no idea what to do.
He is muted, so one would say he's hushed.
I'm muted. I didn't say anything.
You're just super low.
He's a
Why
little
would you
quiet.
do anything?
Yeah. Why? What do you do? Why
For
would
once,
state security?
For once, I agree with that android. Right. Let me give you your information, and then I'm off.
All right.
The infinitum incident was orchestrated. I do not have the information on that, but that has become very clear as what has followed. The Border Space Union approached me, and I'm sure numerous others, and offered to pay us to keep tabs on you and maybe even guide you here and there. I turned them down. I do not work with the Border Space Union. I do not have any interest in getting involved with their politics. The only reason I'm associating with any of you is because Zero has been capable. Clearly, you're bringing him down. What I will say is that you guys are being monitored at all times. And if I had to guess, and I'm pretty good, this is my line of work, they're setting you up for a frame-up.
Well, I mean, it's not really anything I didn't know.
Why would anybody want to frame us? What did we do? I didn't
Well, I
do
mean,
anything.
No.
It's
No.
not what we did, it's what they did.
No. It's what we didn't do. We didn't die. That's basically what it is. I mean, we knew this
I've been
one.
there before.
No, I mean, well, yeah, I mean, I'm still here. But I mean, we were supposed to crash into the station. We were supposed to all die. But, thanks to yours truly and a few others, we were able to, not.
I remember having a pretty good part in that.
Ask Draenor, do you happen to know any methods that they're watching us, like, or how they're watching us?
They are hiring people. Are hiring
Like
locals.
you?
Criminals they're not being scrupulous.
Magistrates, maybe?
You know, one would say you're a criminal too.
Now, Mr. Halford.
I was referring to me.
Yeah,
But you said they were hiring criminals to watch
and
us, so
he
why
just-
wouldn't it be
he
you?
said that he turned him down.
People can lie.
But Mr. Halford, now if this whole thing with your father didn't happen, like if we didn't wake him up, would you have given us more information?
I pay my debts. I would have only given you more work.
Yeah. Well, let me just say, from one businessman to another, you've been quite the disappointment yourself. So.
Oh.
Oh!
Two of the three crimson armored people immediately ignite their blades, and they are smaller looking energy blades that hiss, sizzle, and as they kind of.
I take a battle stance.
Any of this? We don't need any of this. Our business is concluded here.
I immediately just go,
right.
Oh no, I'm not saying
No.
anything out loud.
All right.
I immediately just go. I nod my head in understanding as I back up to the
Jannar stands up to his full height, which is towering over our Yosoki Miller, and he says, "I will tell you once, little man, I am not told what to do."
Technically, he didn't tell you what
Oh
to do.
yeah, anything. I just said our business is concluded. I agreed with you.
My business is concluded when I say it is concluded.
You already did.
I will skin you. Correction, let me be clear. My associates, the Crimson Tri-Blades, will skin you.
Can I do a culture check on the Crimson?
Right here.
Oh wait, do we
Sure.
already know everything about them?
No, you guys haven't heard that name before.
Okay, culture check. Crimson, the skull blade thing. 22.
The Crimson Tri-Blades are another mercenary group, well known, not quite bounty hunters in the way that you knew Krellis was, but they are like, I was gonna say guns for hire, but they have like they exclusively use these kind of unique energy blades, and they're known for their favorite way of dealing with enemies is actively maiming them. If for some reason they don't manage to maim their opponents during an encounter, they have been known to, after the fact, maim corpses.
Nice.
They are only hired by people who are looking for, I would say, educated savages.
Okay. So I just go, well, it's been nice working with you, Miller. It's been nice working with the man. You guys have a good day. Have fun. Looking great. The Crimson Tri-Blades. The blades look shiny. You can put them away.
Dranar steps up, like gets off of your ship, leans off his back, and begins to walk past you. And as he does, he says to no
I'm
one in
making an attack.
particular,
No,
Oh,
I don't.
put your faith in the kidney. Oh God. He says, have your ship off industrial 2 before the end of the day.
Oh, it will be.
And he leaves.
I didn't hear the end of his sentence because I was already up the ramp.
So that altercation, you got some confirmation of information on the Infinitum. I will say this was always going to be pretty paltry info because it was technically what he was offering that first quest. You guys just failed to accomplish.
Wait,
That
what?
wasn't Miller. That was Zero and
Brawl.
Oh, yeah.
Brawl. This is basically what they were going to get if they had successfully completed their job.
Which we basically already knew.
You guys are being set up now, is what he's saying, not related to the Infinitum. You've already been set up for that.
Yeah.
That's done. He's talking about something new in the future.
Huh.
They're still using you in one way, shape, or form.
Well, I mean, we know we've been being watched. Everybody knows our name. In fact, even the magistrate confirmed it too.
Sometimes you just want to go where everybody knows your name.
Cheers, dude.
And they're always glad you came.
Thankfully, I guess, the magistrate also seems very displeased with the BSU, so maybe that's a good thing. Who knows?
So, hey, folks, I think we should put this baby in orbit.
Yeah.
I'm already
Brilliant
poking
idea.
buttons that I don't know.
We have to. What is it? Pay to leave, right?
Yes.
Remember how much
Didn't Archie say he'd take care of that or something?
Boop!
I don't believe Archie's going to take care of the docking fees. No.
I don't have money.
Well, how much?
Who's popping on the comms to talk to dock control?
The captain.
Right.
Oh, captain.
Yep.
Boop. Hey, Patrick.
It's Patrick's day off. This is Jim.
Oh, that's awful. I mean, as I'm holding down the button, I mean, hi, Jim.
Jim.
Hi, Jim.
Jim.
Is good to make ship go now.
Speak common. What is wrong with you?
I take my finger off. This guy, I don't like him. I don't get him. I don't get him. Click. I think we are ready to go now. Click.
Hey guys, I'm so sorry about that. It's Patrick now. Oh god, was he Southern? Oh my god, I don't even know how to do Southern anymore.
He was Southern.
Oh god.
Very Southern.
I thought you were going for some Russian thing.
No,
with the
no,
first
god,
guy.
no.
I was trying to match him, but I can't do Russian.
Patrick.
Is Patrick is good go now, yeah? Cousin.
No, god, no. I won't. I will try to do nationalities because I can't. And I also can't remember how to do Southern drawl either. Howdy, guys. Patrick is on the comm.
Hey, Patrick, this is Rush. You know who I am. Well,
Oh,
anyway, we're ready to
know.
go. We just got the A-OK from your boss man's boss man that we can head on up out of here. So you can just go ahead and release whatever magic doodads you got to do, and we'll be on our way.
Diplo, please.
Sure thing. Diplo.
Secret says from behind.
17.
They're usually technological, not magic.
17.
Wait, what? 17 is good.
Magic at all.
So, you know what? I do see Dranar leaving your docking bay right now. Guess you guys are good. I will catch you back here next time, right?
Next time.
It has been a real pleasure having you be the first ship I have ever successfully imported and exported here at Pyramid Station Alpha.
That poor guy.
Thank you guys so much.
Patrick is going to be flayed.
Hold on. One quick second. Hold on. Not only that, but I paid for your 1-day vacation. You go on ahead, hop up to the elevator. Just say you're with Reich Oren LLC. That's the code word. Go upstairs and just stay there. Just don't come back down. Don't worry about it. I got a friend up there named Archie. He'll take care of you. You got yourself a promotion.
We're never coming back here.
Oh my god, this is the worst idea.
Guys, wait. We're never coming back here.
What
Well,
was
I
that?
would hope not.
I lift my
Boop. What is the nearest planet to Pyramid Sulfur?
I lift my finger off the comm. I gotta get him out of there. He's gonna die.
Yeah, now we're not coming back.
Okay. He can stay on the second level. He'll love his new job.
He's like, when you say upstairs, you don't mean the upper domes, do you?
Yes, I do. You've been promoted, son.
All right. I didn't think they had docks up there, but Archie fella is what you saying, Archie?
His name's Archie. Get up there pronto. Like right now. Like as soon as you hang up this phone call, go on ahead.
All right. Hey Jim. Yeah, come on back, man. Stop cleaning the floors. You got this. All right. See you guys. Thanks. This is a weird job, but man, am I glad I took it. I'm having the grandest time.
Space Google, what is the nearest planet to Pyramid Station Alpha?
As you kind of get off the comms with Patrick and he hangs up.
Bless that poor boy.
Planet Revel is the closest planet. Yours are in system to Planet Revel. Once you leave system, there are other uninhabitable planets in the system. I believe there's 3 other planets in the system that have no known habitation on them. Anything after that is pretty relative because you're now moving between star systems in the vast using drift travel. Anywhere in the vast it has like a random chance for how long it's going to take just because the travel is so kind of strange. So any point in the vast is going to be about the same amount of time. Anything in the near, which is stations that are considered part of the packed worlds, they have the higher concentration of drift beacons. That's a much less amount of time, and the shortest amount of time is going to Absalom Station. Absalom Station is always the shortest place to go. Cool. So in terms of the closest planet, the only one you're getting with population is Revel. Mm-hmm. Everything else it would be light years distance, and it doesn't matter at that point.
Culture check. What can I do a culture check to see what anything about Revel? What do I know about? All right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be this plus 5. 20.
20. Planet Revel is not often talked about on Pyramid Station Alpha. The Revilians, the race that was from that planet, or the primary race, I will say, there's other species on the planet. They built Pyramid Station Alpha, and they actually were doing it to prevent some sort of, end of the world apocalypse. This was supposed to be their safe haven. But it turns out they actually expedited their own apocalypse by stripping their planet of natural resources. It's been a couple centuries since then, but most of it's not talked about. You don't see Revilians, the species, on the station at all. In fact, you don't have a frame of reference to what a Revilian would look like. Any notes you do turn up with your kind of more in-depth looking, it apparently is a backwater. It has no import-export on a galactic scale. It is a very self-contained planet with no active relationship to Pyramid Station Alpha.
And this is the place that we need to go to for Mr. Alden Stoyer, correct?
Yes. He says the last place he got a beacon from the ship, the courier that was bringing his book to him. It appeared briefly in space about a month late after going off the radar, and then apparently crashed or terminated somewhere on the planet.
All right. Well, I think we should put this baby into orbit and make our way to Revel and make sure that we can get Mr. Alden Sawyer all
Might
set
I
up.
suggest also checking on the goblins? It's really bugging me. I don't know what's going on with them.
Goblin. And yeah.
As you guys are entering the ship, can I have everyone make a perception check?
Oh boy. 23.
8.
10.
Patrick, what did you roll?
23.
Yeah, 23 club. Woo!
All right. I will say anyone who rolled above a 15 or higher notices something's been tied to the front of your ship. It's a weird angle, so you can't really see it when you guys are going up the ramp, but I think a couple of you happen to catch it out of the corner of your eye. Something moves a little bit as it's at the front of your ship.
Oh, well, Miller's going to take a look.
All right. Anyone going with Miller?
Definitely going to look for something.
So
Sure.
Moving.
Miller scampers around. Zero leisurely stalks, and we have Seeker who kind of jounces. I feel like he would.
Jounce?
Yeah, that's his thing.
I don't even know if that's a real word.
I'm not sure either. As you guys get to the front of the ship, the knifey goblin, who I'm just going to call knifey for short, has been tied to the
Oh my God,
front
it's
of your
masthead.
ship as
Yeah.
if he is a masthead.
I like it.
You know what? It does have a certain. It does have a
Masthead,
certain
right?
pleasing look to it.
Huh. I mean, it wasn't my call to bring this guy anyway.
Kind
So
of shows we mean business.
we definitely mean business, and that's specifically what I mean.
Nothing's gonna die though, but I mean, it's
I
just
thought
a
he was-
goblin.
I mean, I thought he was already dead, so no skin off my back. Well, should we bring him down? What do you think?
Well, why don't we just let him go and let him have his own mischief with the people we'll never see again?
Good idea. All right. Hey, Brawl!
Yeah,
I got a job for you.
be right there.
So as Brawl comes thundering down the way, his little rat folk muscles, you see that there's been a goblin tied to the front of the ship as if he's a masthead, like a figurine.
Why'd you guys do that?
It wasn't us, but we're gonna have you cut him down. Figured
Why
you'd
me?
thought you'd be the best man for the job. I thought you'd like this kind of work.
I'll do it.
I'm glad he accepted. I was about to offer 5 credits.
You get up there. This doesn't require any checks. It's not a difficult climb. You detach the ropes, I assume using your doshko in an exaggerated manner. And as you are able to cut the ropes, Knifey falls. He wasn't attached to anything well enough, and he nat 1'd on his reflex save.
Oh,
He falls straight on his face.
Huh.
He's unconscious. He was already unconscious when you guys cut him down. He's not dying. He's just out.
No,
He's
this-
bleeding a little bit now, but
this
he's
is perfect. I mean,
out.
it will. The whole thing will take care of itself. Let's get the hell out of here.
He's gonna
yeah,
have a
let's
wonderful
go.
story to tell his friends.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
If they
Move his
weren't
body
dead.
so that the ship's not going to kill him.
No, it's in the front, not in the back. If it was in the back, then you'd have a problem.
the hangar does
Better
open.
question: who cares?
All right.
Oh yeah, the hangar. Yeah.
Again, Zero moved the body.
Zero
all right.
moves the body into a little maintenance closet or something. That's fine.
I leave him his knife too.
You know what? I'm glad you're thinking, buddy.
His knife probably wasn't on him. I think not saw.
No,
but
I
the
picked
sound
it up.
odor. Oh, you had the knife. That's right. You had
The
a knife
original
from.
knife.
Okay, you slip him the original knife. That's right, because you disarmed him. Okay, and then you guys enter the ship,
Oh god, we're super chaotic.
and well, some of you guys are straight up murdery there, but that's okay.
I wasn't even thinking. Yeah.
And as you
You
guys
guys were
enter the
about
ship,
to let him just get dragged into space. I'm always allowing him to defend himself against station security that's going to just outright kill him.
I will remember this, and also I think that's also fitting to Zero's deal, anyways. Right. While these idiots have been dealing with that, you have entered into what I assume is your nightmare. Rex is being ridden around this ship by Notsob, who is straddling his shoulders and has a couple of wires he's using almost like a horse's reins.
You're muted.
I don't think he's muted. I think he's speechless.
No.
Oh, he was muted. Damn.
I was. I look at Notsub.
He looks at you.
I look at Rex.
Rex shrugs. almost knocking Not Sob off.
I walk off into the distance.
All right. As you guys join in, you do see the sight of Not Sob riding Rex.
Nuts up! How you doing, buddy?
Is he clothed?
No.
I wanted to give him a hug.
He says, "Okay," and he gives you a hug with Rex. Like he controls Rex. And
We haven't
Rex
been
is
here
like,
for-
"We talked about this."
We haven't been here for a few days. Would you like me to cook you something? Who's the hungry goblin? Are you a hungry goblin? No?
Why are you treating him like that? He's not a dog.
Was the other goblin missing
He's
any
my buddy.
No, the other goblin was not missing any limbs. Probably looked a little scuffed up, but that's about it.
All right, nuts up. We're gonna head back into the engine room here. We're gonna be getting this thing off the ground. You want to give me a hand?
Is Not Sob crew?
Do you want to be?
Click, you hear, no, 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 no.
I need help in the engine room. I ain't gonna be moving this shit or spoop all by myself.
Click.
I would advise not, as your science officer, I would advise not allowing Not Sob anywhere near any sort of technical equipment.
You hear over the louds.
Goblins are actually really handy engineers.
I love that we're all having this conversation over comms in the same room.
Yep.
Yes, that is definitely happening.
Mhm. I'm perfectly fine with it.
I go, Boop, he can be your personal assistant, still bound by the rules of the
Correct.
ship, which we
Regardless
will
of their ability
have
to
later.
throw things together, most of
Improvise.
it explodes.
It does not.
I think it does.
It does.
Anyone who wants to roll a 10 culture check.
I can just take 10.
I
I take 10.
Yeah, that's accurate. They do tend to explode, but they are very industrious.
Exactly.
But they do tend to explode.
The last thing I want happening on the ship is for something to explode.
Well, me too.
So you employ the man who made these, and I hold up a bunch of assorted colored grenades that I just am holding in my hands like so many lemons.
He didn't have those.
He's shaking his head
See? Look at that.
with like a look on his face too.
Your people make these.
He looks down at Miller. That orange one awful close to face.
Do you know what each of these guys do?
Yeah, hurt things.
All right. Do they all do the same thing?
No.
Hey, this guy knows what those are.
I still don't want him in the engine room.
I would agree.
He's my-
That is not a
he's my
good
personal
idea.
Assistant.
Actually, you know what? He's gonna try and get himself. He's gonna give himself some cred. He points to the orange one. Boom, boom. He points to the neon yellow one.
Is that smoke?
He nods his head vigorously. The white one, he starts clawing at his eyes and like shaking his head.
Bright flash.
Ah, blinding. Yeah, that blinding one.
That which color was that?
The white
White.
one.
White one.
And the hot rod one, he says, burns.
Okay. I put him back into my bag and I say, we don't have time for this. Zero, before half orc realizes that we played him, get this bird in the air, please.
I'll go fire on the engines, guys.
And I head to the cockpit.
And I finger gun out of there.
I head to the science thing, and I also say, "Oh, Rex. By the way, as soon as possible, could you please run a diagnostic on our security systems and make sure that we don't have any sort of security feed sending information out of the ship? We have reason to believe that we are being
Monitored.
Checking. He's actually humming as he kind of does this in his head. No,
I too will run my own checks as well.
no, nothing going out yet.
Or any other kind of security or
Why
monitoring
yet?
systems that were maybe installed while we were having work done to the ship.
Where's my D6 of what his personality is? Is he actually going to help you today?
I'm gonna suggest that Seeker, you should go over everything that was installed in the ship
Yeah.
by Archie to see if Archie might have been hired to watch us.
He says, I did not notice anything out of the ordinary except your radio system, your communications tower, so to speak, is way more advanced than it needs to be. I have no idea why.
Oh well, that is
Advanced
the one
how?
that I did request that one. So you know.
Well, then, no. The only other thing I found was the crate in the cargo bay.
What crate?
I didn't tell you guys about the crate in the cargo bay.
No.
Ooh, yeah. There's a crate in the cargo bay.
What's in it?
I couldn't open it.
I immediately head to the cargo bay.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
Come on, gang.
Was I there?
I'm gonna suggest Seeker actually check out the communications device.
So Miller finger gunned out of there. He doesn't know anything.
Out of character, I think that actually was because he was talking about how I put the ship together, so I actually kind of made our communication stuff and our scanning a little higher than everything else, because that's where I'm working.
That's fine. I still want you to check it for like.
Yeah, I'm gonna run diagnostics on pretty much everything.
Seeker, I will say that all of your equipment was installed, but there is something that was there present before that is still present there that they kind of just attached it to, and it does look like it's involved, but it's not functioning.
All right, I'll definitely check that out then.
And the box in the cargo bay, it is now the only thing. Rex was able to drag it into the center of the cargo bay. He points to a little like smuggling hidey hole where he found it, which is underneath the stairs here going into the cargo bay. I do have the map up for Roll20 if you guys are interested. It's just sitting dead center is this crate. It is a metal crate, and the only thing on it is a large blue star.
Ooh.
Well, that makes sense.
Does it?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Can we use anything on the ship to scan it before we attempt to open it?
I don't think you'd have anything internally that would. I don't think.
What if I make an engineering check?
Yeah, you can make an engineering check.
Heck yeah. Cool.
I mean, could we all do it and aid another?
Sure.
Who do we want?
Who's
22.
Miller? You probably have the highest, right?
I'm not there.
Oh, you're not there. You didn't come.
No, Miller is like dinking around in the engine room with Notzab.
I got a
roll.
20. I got a 26.
Let me.
What roll is this? I'm sorry.
Plus 9.
Engineering.
I actually just took a level in that.
14. So, oh no, I got nat 20.
Secret.
Yeah, you got
29.
29.
We all got like above a 20. So
Yeah.
I did not.
So
But
the
it's okay. You don't matter.
the box itself is actually sealed, and it's magnetically sealed, and it has just a keypad in the side of the box. That's the only thing that seems to be how you access it.
And I'm going
try to
to.
brute force it, but it would require a significant amount of force and risks destroying whatever's inside.
I'm gonna call Miller.
Miller, yeah.
There's a what was it?
I mean, I can
Blue
try to hack
star.
it.
There's a blue star crate in our docking bay or
Huh. All right.
cargo bay.
Let's go take a look at it. All right. Now, is it anything I've seen before, like, or is it something I can hack into?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll
Um,
try hacking it.
It doesn't have any ports. I don't know what you guys can do to interface with it. It's just literally a keypad.
Oh,
Well, I've got a
1, 2, 3, 4.
The little like readout as you punch in the numbers comes back as invalid. 2 tries remaining.
All right.
Hey.
Well, is that?
Okay, well, instead of trying to hack this, I might suggest we possibly check out the rest of the ship and see if we can find any clues on this.
Sure.
I'm going to shorten that because I do want to get you guys off the station soon.
Yeah.
You don't find any clues. This looks to be something that was additional, and you don't see that blue star logo anywhere else on the ship.
Because it was scrubbed.
Even beforehand, you guys hadn't seen any of the blue star logo. I won't say it's not because it was scrubbed or not, but that's not something Archie's crew did.
All right.
All right, I immediately head back to the pilot seat.
Yeah,
and
go back to the.
Yep. Yeah, let's put this on the back burner until we can somehow either remotely hack it or, figure out the code.
No, that's fine. I will say that you guys, when you're traveling in the ship, don't generally need to be all hands at stations. You guys are able to move about the ship, and the only person who really needs to be there is the pilot. And if you guys are doing something mundane, they can set it into the computer. The computer will handle it. I will say, though, for the purpose of this, your first voyage out, totally comfortable you guys all being in the same area, like in your areas, kind of monitoring things. And you guys are able to dock or undock perfectly fine. The hangar opens up. Patrick was good to his word and let you guys get out of there.
Poor guy.
And you guys slowly drift out of the hangar. Zero hits the ignition, and you guys begin moving forward. As you guys slowly orient yourselves towards planet Revel, it's going to take you. Hold on. I don't remember. I don't have the exact inner system readout. I have to get the travel. I have to get a chart for that. Well, I'll say it's going to take you 2 days to actually get to a point where you can start scanning the planet and see where you guys want to land from there. If there's anything kind of obvious to hunt for. So we've got a couple days of travel, and you guys are coasting out.
1d6 plus 2 days travel in system.
Let's adjust that then, because that's going to be important. It is 4 days. I literally got a 2 plus 2, so that's fair. That's what I rolled in. So it's going to be 4 days where you guys are able to get to the planet. And that's fine. You guys get maybe an hour out of the system, and you guys are intercepted.
Oh, great.
Shoot.
During the time where we're going, can I check out the rest of our systems and stuff? Just make sure everything's in shape, and also check out that communications device or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, give me a I guess it would be engineering for that the communications kind of extra tower that's involved there. It's like embedded into the ship itself.
Yeah.
And otherwise everything else is installed
maybe, or...
as you specified. It's not connected to a computer. It is more like an engineering, like what is this device?
Yeah. Hey, Miller, would you like to give me a hand checking this out, by the way?
Sure, what do you need?
I was just, this communications device that we have here, yeah, it's not quite the one I ordered. I mean, we did get that one, but there's a little bit more to this that I'm not quite sure what it is. And actually, anybody else that has engineering that wants to help out to aid another, basically.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah, I'll offer to help. I'm interested in everything ship related.
Yeah.
I will help out because I can. Oh,
Did
wow.
everyone just roll 20s?
I rolled a 16.
Except for Seeker.
Yep. Everybody except for the person actually performing.
I will say you guys are all looking at it. None of you have seen it before. And as you try to determine its function, the only thing you can see is that it's definitely for communication. It is definitely off. You don't see a trigger for it. It's not trying to it's not a bug. You guys aren't being bugged. It seems to be there's a custom module for this ship you guys have not gotten access to yet. Now, what it's going to do in the end, you're not sure, but I will say, looking through it, you guys kind of dig into it, you pull out some components. It's a pretty alien design because it's got some advanced, really advanced mechanics in it. Nothing looks harmful. It does seem to be otherwise benign. You just aren't able to determine what its final function is.
Does it bring us to the galactic ley line? Is that what it is?
I actually, if this is a reference to, is that Outlaw Star you
Yeah,
referencing?
It's Outlaw Star.
No, that's not what this does. This has a purpose. It is not that.
We should get grappler arms.
Yeah.
I looked into it. They are not listed as things yet.
No.
But so as you guys check out the ship, there's no issues with it. Everything is as you guys set up. You guys have crew quarters. I will need you guys to eventually go through this Roll20 page and kind of elect as to what areas is what, because I don't know how you did that. Your cargo space area might actually have rooms in it now. We can check into that. That's fine. For now, I'm going to pop you guys all over to your traveling in system.
Ooh, neat.
And we have you guys are just traveling along, and you guys get kind of like a ping. Justin, I'd say you get a ping from relatively far off. What is your relevant check in your roll?
Okay, so for my scanners.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can scan a starship. Let's see, what do they actually do when you have the
Well, it's more, what's the check? Because I'm giving you a DC to see how you guys
computers check.
encounter. Give me a computers check, and we'll see how early you encounter their kind of
Okay.
signatures.
All right, let me do plus 9. I think I get do I get any bonuses for the computer? Because it is we've got a basic wide range, I think.
I don't know what bonus that would give you.
I don't know. We'll go without it for now.
Sure.
But 24.
You get the ping before they notice you. However, not in time to avoid them. I will say that you do notice on your scanners 2 enemy ships moving quickly and in your direction enough that you won't be able to avoid.
Mm-hmm.
They do seem to be on an intercept course for Pyramid Station Alpha, which is where you're coming from. And they do seem to be heavily armed. Do you guys have a way to identify the specific ship make and models?
Yeah, from my scanner that I just did.
From that? Oh, okay. And what did you need to hit?
It was DC 10 plus the starship level plus any countermeasures that they have.
They have no countermeasures. They're DC. They're tier 1/4. So
It's
that's
tier 1.
Tier 1.
It's a
Round up.
1.
Okay. And so, yeah, so you have it. These are Ringworks Wanderers. They're small shuttles. They can be kitted out with some weapons. Pretty basic weapons, though. How much information do you get off of the scan?
Give me a second.
I think we're at the second level because you were 10 over.
Short range sensors are 5, medium range sensors are 10, and long range sensors are 20. So it's, so it only has a range of 10 hexes, I believe the one.
Yeah, that does not make it.
So I'll just say that you happen to know where they are, and this isn't their final location. Justin, because of your role, move those enemy ships 3 tiles in any direction. And that'll be your starting engagement.
Ooh.
You don't have control of them. Nominate the tiles, and I will. I'm also going to give control of your ship tile too. So your ship is
further
here.
back, you think?
I think. Can he move both of them?
Yes, they both get to move up to 3 tiles.
All right. Move the top one up 3, the bottom one down 3, and we'll just kind of skirt between them.
Is that how you want to do it?
What's their maneuverability?
You don't know that.
Maybe have
scan
this.
+2. I get +2
for
to my
moving
roll.
them.
But even so, the distance was too far.
Yeah.
Maybe have this guy move 1, 2, 3.
I know we don't know, but based on how he wants to move, it determines how he moves.
So
No, this isn't them moving. This is how you're encountering them. These ships on the map right now are just placeholders.
Okay.
So the question is, do we want them both on one or closer to one side, so it's harder for them to kind of, flank us.
Justin, make the decision.
I think that's a good idea. I'm going to say, as a science officer here, they're going to be. I'm going to move the one to the north, the top one.
Yep.
To this thing here.
1,
So
2,
3
3.
down.
Yep.
And I'm going to move the other one. I want to move them up and back, I think.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking around here.
1, 2, 3. Done.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
Yeah, up and behind.
So you see these two little ships, which you are able to identify, at least visually, as Ringworks Wanderer. They're pretty versatile design. They are modeled after aerospace, like specifically like airplanes. And they were just kind of upgraded continuously until they eventually broke Atmo. So these look like little fighter jets. They're both they're kind of painted a variety of colors. There's no uniform to this. These are not military vessels. And as they finally see you on their scanners, you hear a quick message over the comm, and it is, "Yeehaw! We got him!"
Of course, it's that.
Got him.
And that's going to bring us to 10:30. Do you guys have any parting remarks for the Starship combat we will have next episode?
Well, no, but I mean, if we're gonna be out 4 days, I'm gonna miss Sal's meeting. Yes.
Yep.
All right. Well, that sucks.
Minimum 4 days. Could be like 8 days.
Yeah.
And you still have to do the thing. So
Yeah.
That's why I wonder, how was Seeker kind of the voice of reason this episode? That's kind of like, what the heck?
Voice of reason. You guys were about to leave a poor defenseless creature to die and get dragged out into space.
I wasn't. I just didn't.
I thought he
say
was
it.
dead already.
I thought he was dead too.
no, it was
Although, no,
alive.
I did say, but he's gonna. Yeah. No, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to spaceship combat. It feels good. It feels good to be in the, be in the spaceship now. It's kind of cool.
It feels weird. It's like
Yeah, let's
almost
go back
uncharted
to
territory.
Let's
Yeah.
go back to Pyramid Station Alpha. I'm done with this.
Never leaving. I will say that I can adjust 70% of the campaign to take place 100%. That's right. On 70% of the time.
100%. Yeah, I was gonna say.
On Pyramid Station Alpha, there was an arc that I was going to leave open to you guys to just stay there. You guys opted for the more political end, which is still going to take place mostly on Pyramid Station Alpha, unless you guys opt to go elsewhere. But this one is you're heading towards. I will say you're kind of getting towards your first dungeon, which will still be a couple episodes away. The way you guys move, and then when you come back, we will be like straight up politics mode in terms of like you guys are going to get into the meat of the story.
Cool.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right, for the like closing down work for you guys, after combat, you will have 4 days of space travel. Decide what you're doing.
Oh, I already know what I'm doing.
This can be crafting. This can be story building for your characters or the world itself. Rai could be working on his personal Screech account, trying to accrue more followers. Brawl could be training. I won't give you any like bonuses for that, but I mean, you guys have options to what you'd be doing. You have access to like a limited version of the internet, though. As you get away from Pistol, everything Pistol related will be dropping out, and it's just going to be very generic stuff.
Okay.
Zero is just going to spend all 4 days familiarizing himself with the ship, how it handles.
Okay.
Miller's going to be booby trapping the ship, so in case we ever get boarded.
That works.
I don't need to know now. This is
Oh
something you
no,
guys can work on.
I prepared for it. Actually, all of my money I spent was on grenades and detonators.
And might I
In the
suggest,
spaceship. Nice.
I'm gonna suggest if we
Well,
do.
you can actually mount things on the wall, so I'm gonna make like false walls. So if someone walks through a door, I just go
Falls.
poof.
I'd say also, guys, just when we're coming up with things, try to incorporate somebody else into that as well.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
that'd be interesting to watch. But that
Yeah.
I guess that's more of a discussion for after party.
Sure.
So
All right, for that, we're gonna wrap
Nice.
up. We're gonna wrap up the Never Split the Party show. Moving on into the Never Split the After Party right after. And just for now, guys, we'll see you next Tuesday. And remember to never split the party.
Yeah, Dustin.
Dustin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dustin.
Dustin.
Nailed it.
I was late today because my car is a piece of junk.